Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today I got a Speedy Boi Warlock build that's all about ability spam and running down your opponents with your team. The goal here is simple. Keep ability uptime sky high so we can deathball the map, drop rifts like crazy so we can keep everyone alive, stack streaks so you can get your score as high as possible and crank out supers ultra fast. Most games, you'll have a super before your team even hits 60 score. And it's not uncommon to get 2 supers if you haven't already mercy ruled the enemy team. With the damage, the kills, the assists that this build pumps out, you're almost guaranteed to top the scoreboard every match, which means more loot faster. Yeah, as you see in this clip, we were down into the 90s and they were at 127, so we were about 37 points behind. And I popped my super, was able to rally around that. I made some orbs. We killed their Fist of Havoc Titan, and we wound up winning that match after being down 37 points that late in the game. Here, I killed this Fist of Havoc Titan at 57, and I got my super. So I immediately popped it. I actually didn't immediately pop it. I held it for a little bit until about like 80 score, which is probably the reason we lost this match, because if I would have popped it immediately at 50, I could have gotten a second one towards the end, and more supers mean more dubs. I'll keep this part quick so we can get right into the gameplay. For the helmet, I have Ashes to Assets and Hands On for massive super gains from grenade melee kills. On the gloves, same as the Hunter build, I'm rocking Heavy Handed for orb generation on melee defeats and Bolstering Detonation for class ability when your grenades land. Bolstering is especially good because it refunds energy just for doing hits. On my chest armor, I have 2 Fonts of Vigor, because we want to boost up that health stat so we can have recovery so we can re-engage as fast as possible. My exotic of choice is Transversive Steps. Big Star. Gives you massive amounts of sprint speeds while sprinting and reloads your weapon that you have readied. It's perfect synergy for the hyper-aggressive playstyle. Pair this with Better Already, so when we pick up orbs, you get your health back, plus enhanced athletics for more movement, higher jump speed. On my class item, I'm rocking Reaper, Powerful Attraction, and Time Dilation. Reaper generates orbs. Powerful Attraction pulls them to you. Time Dilation makes all your fonts last longer. For stats, 100 class item is preferred because you want to get your rift down as fast as possible. 100 or more melee, more is better because you want to do extra damage. Health, 100 or better on the health. You have your rift, so you don't really need the extra 50. And for super, you want it as high as possible because that's what it's all about. Just spamming abilities and getting supers and just steamrolling the enemy team. If you have the exotic class item Solipsism, and you have Inmost Light and Synthoceps on it, you can use that. It's pretty disgusting, especially when you take it into the fact that we're playing Iron Banner Eruption, which gives us a bunch of super energy and such. The constant spamming of abilities, running with your teammates, just mowing people down, picking up orbs, it's insane. For my primary weapon, I'm running the Last Thursday Pulse Rifle. The artifact perks is cracked. Threadling generation on hits and escalating threadling damage from the artifact is nuts. I haven't caught a clip of someone getting deleted by a threadling in their super. This is the artifact that I'm running. Tangled Web, Elemental Overdrive, Elemental Coalescence, Threaded Blast for bigger explosions when shooting tangles, Elemental Benevolence for class ability energy, Refresh Threads because sometimes I use Strand Super, Pack Tactics for the stacking threadling damage buff, and Threadling Proliferation for threadling generation on hits. With Last Thursday Pulse Rifle, which is Strand, all you got to do is just hit crits and it will generate threadlings. With Pack Tactics now, those threadlings cause damage, giving the next set of threadlings that spawn enhanced damage, and that's why you're able to delete people when they're running away and popping their super. I was using this in Trials also, and it absolutely went nutty. As for the subclass, we're using the Prismatic Warlock with the Stormcaller super, Healing Rift, Arcane Needle for our 3 Lightning Search melees, Vortex Nade, or Cold Snap. Mostly Cold Snap because anything that freezes someone and makes it so they can't fight back is kinda OP. Strand included. Take a screenshot of this page if you want to copy the notes or check the dim link in the description. But I'm running the Hillion for chip damage and I'm running the Lightning Surge for the uppercut melee. Alright, this is the subclass overview. I'm going to leave it up for a couple of seconds. Take a screenshot if you want to. And for our aspect, we're using Hellion. It's a little solar buddy that shoots things that you're shooting for additional chip damage. Our second aspect is Lightning Surge. It's what makes its own. We're sprinting, you slide into a melee, and then it does that teleport uppercut. And remember, everything hit by the uppercut is also jolted. And for our next fragment, we're using Facet of Devotion. Now this is mainly here for the plus 10 melee, but it's also great because we're using a Strand Pulse Rifle and a lot of Strand Synergy in artifacts. So everything that we kill has a chance of creating Threadlings. Those Threadlings can unravel, it can sever, it can do all types of stuff. And that makes it so your Transcendent meter fills faster. Now if you'd like to swap this out, putting in Spark of Beacons would be a good choice, because Spark of Beacons makes it so when you throw the melee, you're applying Jolt, you're also amplified. You can switch to your special weapon, which should be Arc, kind of like the Forgiveness. And if you get a kill with the Forgiveness, then they explode and blind all the people around you, and then it just chains like that. Facet of Protection is also plus 10 melee stat, and it also makes it so when you throw that melee into a crowd, you have a lot of damage resist. The more people, the more damage resist. So it makes it so you can just go in, punch everyone out, and hopefully you get out alive. Another useful thing to note is while Transcendent, it makes your abilities come back super fast. So whenever your Transcendent meter is full, treat it like you would a Thunder Crash, dude. Just pop your Transcendent and just lay heavy on the melees. Just throw melees like crazy, because a lot of these fragments make it so you're pretty hard to kill while Transcendent. Facet of Hope makes it so your class ability regenerates more quickly if you have an elemental buff, so it's pretty much always up. Facet of Sacrifice is going to help us fill our Darkness Transcendence bar super quick. You always have some kind of light buff, whether you're amplified from throwing the melee, you're radiant because someone around you has what is it, Flint Striker, or whatever the latest one is where you hit crits and then it makes everyone radiant. Etc, dude. You're always gonna have some kind of a light buff on you, so you're always gonna have this bonus. Plus, we're using the last Thursday, which is Strand, so kills with that helps fill up your darkness bar. And Facet of Balance makes it so kills with our light energy weapon gives us melee damage, and we all know the Forgiveness is no slouch. It has no problem getting kills, but also kills with darkness damage. Strand last Thursday gives us grenade energy. And that gun also is no slouch, so you will have no problem keeping your energy abilities high. So yeah, with this build, you have a lot of abilities. Just now I got into a room and there was 3 guys, and I threw the snap nade at my feet, right? Yeah, I died or whatever, but it froze too, and my teammate came through with a glaive and got a multi-kill. So it's like, come on now. Can't say no to that. And that's the full breakdown of the Speedy Boi Warlock build. Non-stop abilities, crazy super uptime, a playstyle that keeps your team alive while you fry the lobby. If you're rocking this build, let me know in the comments how it's working for you, or if you got a spicy tweak. I would love to try it next time. I'm always down to test new combos. Don't forget to drop a like if you liked the video and it helped you. Subscribe for more PvP build and breakdowns, and share this with your clanmates so they can speed run their supers too. I got new PvP build videos for Hunter, Warlock, and Titan dropping soon, plus an updated look at Iron Banner since Bungie announced the free ornament drops. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, Guardians. Stay fast, stay dangerous, and I'll catch you in the next one.